Minecraft, larger than Earth. Indeed, the large biomes world that we have in Exploration and Tactics is really super big. This is going to be a bit of a talky episode, though one with important information. And so, let's get started. Exploration and Tactics with Brian. Yeah, I said it's going to be a talkie. That's a crazy chunk error that the item frames inside this mass storage room kind of rendered before the chunks got loaded. I've been getting lots of these chunk errors. I hope that that improves in the next version of Minecraft that's coming out really soon. I guess rather than beat around the bush, let's get to it. Oh, the sun's going to be going down, so I'm going to need to sleep in a bed again in just a moment. Woof, that's right. Hello, wolf friend who seems to have his head stuck in the sand. Get your head out of the sand. So, I really enjoy this world of exploration and tactics that has all kinds of cool things. I'm going to spend some time walking around, such as the Words with Friends board or the Scrabble board for people who prefer that, although I've got the colors like Words with Friends, and Babby, the boat system, and all kinds of things. But nevertheless, this is the, I guess, like, big announcement is this episode will be the last episode of Exploration and Tactics, Season 4. For those of you who don't know, Exploration and Tactics, this is like the fourth world. I don't really refer to them as seasons all that often, but it seems like that's how people always kind of describe their worlds or their series. This is the fourth world or series in Exploration and Tactics. The first one I played in Minecraft Beta 1.2 through 1.7. And, you know, just kind of chronicled going through that world. We actually revisited that world, World 3, in a recent Exploration and Tactics kind of like nostalgia throwback episode. And I think, yeah, let's go sailing on Babby for something a little bit different to do. Are there boats in here? I think there might be boats up here, hopefully. If not, we'll make some. And so yeah, that was the first Exploration and Tactics world. Then in Minecraft Beta 1.8, that was the adventure update that had kind of like all the big changes. Oh, I already have a boat in my inventory. How nice. And so I had a brief 1.8 world. Let's go ahead and get in the boat and go sailing across the sky. Then when the full version of Minecraft, Minecraft 1.0 came out, that ended up being Season 3. And we played in Minecraft 1.0 through 1.2 in a particular Minecraft world that went through, I want to say, like 58 episodes of the playlist that we're currently in. And then 1.3 came out, and 1.3 had large biomes. And given that this is Exploration and Tactics, exploring, you know, the whole big wide world is something I really enjoyed. And so that was something I definitely wanted to try out. The previous world had some good stuff. It had the Northern Arch that used to be my YouTube screen background before they got rid of YouTube backgrounds recently. And so that was a pretty cool world. But when 1.3 came out, I decided to start this world. The one that we are now in and that we've been in since, I think it was like episode 59 of this playlist, and done a lot of cool things in this world, and we'll visit some of them today. But I think it's time, once again, to start a new world. And the main thing that makes me want to start a new world, that a lot of people have already been able to guess, is that in 1.6, apparently they have this new UHC mode kind of feature where you can turn off health regeneration. And those of you who've been with me for a while know that I am a fan of things that make the game more challenging. I like just vanilla survival Minecraft, but I like it when they made the mobs more difficult and have enchanted stuff and improve the mob AI and different stuff like that. And obviously I like playing UHC, and so the idea of being able to do, rather than just a one-off UHC episode or game, an actual LP in kind of an ultra-hardcore mode sounds really cool and interesting to me. And so I want to do that. And so I thought about doing that in this world that we already have, so we could kind of continue with the stuff that we have. But there's a few reasons that I don't think that that works. First is, one of the first places I walked, like mass storage, I have tons of inventory already. Like, I have lots of gold socked away, etc., etc. And so it would take most of the challenge out of it. I'd be playing to try to have the more challenge of not having natural health regeneration. But if I already have, boatloads of stuff and ender chests and lots of bases and all kinds of different things, that makes things not as interesting. So that's one thing. But then I thought, what if I just teleport myself, far off into the world with no inventory, and I could, stay in this world, but try to, survive and, somehow make my way back to the center or something like that. And that was a little bit interesting to me, but it still had a couple of problems. The main one being that if I did want to play using the new Ultra Hardcore mode, one of the things that I know I would want to do, we're actually going to run back this way because I want to explore more this way, and I was thinking out another portal over here, but it appears that I do not. And since it's mostly just talking anyway, it doesn't matter if there's nothing too interesting on the screen right now. If I teleported myself far away with no inventory and tried to survive, two things would get in the way of the things that I would want to do. One is I would want to be able to find a stronghold and, go try to, discover that like you do in New World. And if I'm teleported, far away in this world, the strongholds all spawn around the center of the map. And so I'd have to come back by here, all these places that are fully developed. And then the second one that's also related to the stronghold and the end is the Ender Dragon. I've already killed the dragon in this world, and you only get one dragon, sadly. And I would want to kill the Ender Dragon in Ultra Hardcore, or, this no health regeneration mode. I don't even know all the details, because I've been trying to stay, we'll say, not totally, but somewhat spoiler-free about 1.6. So I know they have this mode. I don't know all the details to know how similar or different it is to the UHC games, that we play on the Ultra Hardcore subreddit and that the Minecrackers play and stuff like that. But I think it will be similar. And yeah, I would like to kill the dragon, and the dragon's already dead in this world. So after thinking about those things, I was like, okay, gonna have to make a new world. Ouch. So yeah, it's always hard to give up a world, but at the same time, when you have a new world, you get a chance for a fresh start and to do some things a little bit differently. Here was our crazy, Super Mario Brothers music stuff that I was setting up. We'll go ahead and go past the Words with Friends board and head this way further to the south, where we have some other fun things to visit. Yeah, it gives you a chance to step back and think about what you would like to do differently or what would be more interesting. In addition to being on the Reddit for a number of things, for kind of reading and participating in Minecraft discussions, as well as I'm a moderator of the Ultra Hardcore subreddit, and obviously I play lots of UHC matches from there. I'm on Reddit in general a bit, and another one of the Reddits that they have is one just called Let's Play, where people who are making Let's Play videos and, all kinds of different games just go for, advice and suggestions and to get critiques from other people and different kinds of things. And a lot of the people there are just, tiny little chip channels, people with 10 or 100 subscribers and a few videos who are getting started out. But at the same time, it's still a nice community there, and they often have some good advice. And one of the things I was reading there recently was just someone, I don't remember who it was, who was just kind of saying emphatically, do the things that you like to do. The thing that makes a good Let's Play is you enjoying yourself. And so I was just reading that a week or two ago. I guess it was a couple weeks ago. And there's like a mine shaft and a ravine down here or something, right? I think that's when I just got the whoosh noise. It's because there's a whole bunch of caves right under here. Here's the other village, where we made some baby zombie villagers a few episodes ago, which was a while ago, but not that many episodes, because I haven't been making enough exploration and tactics episodes recently. Yeah, which circles back around into do the things you like to do. Exploration and tactics, obviously, is the biggest series on my channel. I've made the most videos of it, and that's because I love vanilla survival Minecraft. It's the thing I enjoy the most. I was actually doing a tally of numbers. I have on the order of 800 videos or so on my channel, and over 300 of those are exploration and tactics. It's by far the biggest thing. But what are the other big things that I like? I like CTM maps. I've played 4 or 5 of them. I also streamed a good bit of Vex's Waking Up on Twitch TV when I was doing a lot of streaming a few months ago. But in any case, I've got close to 200 videos that are CTM maps. And so that's kind of like the next biggest category on my channel. And then finally, and especially I've been doing a lot of it lately, is ultra hardcore. And I didn't start putting ultra hardcore videos into my kind of like PvP playlist, so they're not as organized on the channel to go back and find old UHC matches and things. But I was estimating I have about 100 UHC related videos. And so those are by far the 3 biggest categories. Here's the colored wool for the Words with Friends board. But we made like the big wool farm in order to put that together. Craziness. So those are my 3 favorite things. Exploration and Tactics, CTM maps, and ultra hardcore. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, how can I combine these and like get the best of all things? And so I thought about it for a bit and I came up with an idea that I thought was original and exciting, and I kept kind of mulling it over and going over it in my head and thinking of new tweaks to it and kind of massaging the idea for a week or 2. And yeah, I kind of finally settled on what I want to do. Here's our Wither fighting arena, where we have fought the Wither a couple of times, and I put in a beacon block that presumably has like regeneration or something. Let's actually walk over here and see what health effects I get. Hello, beacon. Strength and regeneration, yes, useful for big battles. Oh, the sun's going down again. Well, here's a nice place to just go ahead and sleep the night away as we walk around more of the world, and I continue to talk. So yes, I wanted to combine all of these things. My love for CTM maps, my love of ultra hardcore, and especially my love of just kind of like vanilla survival let's play, where I get to try to be creative and make mob farms and experiment with physics and learn about all the 1.6 stuff that I don't know much about yet, and that kind of stuff. And so I decided I'm going to start a new world that I guess will effectively be Season 5 Exploration and Tactics. And yeah, so there's no health regeneration, but at the same time, UHC is a bit more than that. And so I think maybe now is an appropriate time to go ahead and kind of switch worlds. Here's my little snow farm. There's another village over here. Here's the Nether. So let's take a hop into the Nether. Wait a minute, this isn't the Nether. It's a set of rules for the next season of Exploration and Tactics. So the first rule is one that we've already talked about, no health regeneration. My understanding is there's a way to turn that on in the game so that you no longer regenerate health with a full food bar, and that's kind of like the main essence of ultra hardcore mode. So that's the first thing we need to do. Next up, no regeneration potions. I presume that even in that mode, gas still drop gas tiers, and you can still make regen potions in normal vanilla Minecraft, but that kind of takes the fun out of the UHC mode, and so we're not going to be doing that, so we're not allowed to use regeneration potions. Next up, no branch mining. If we're going to get diamonds, we're going to get them, you know, we're going to earn them. We're going to get them a man's way. We're going to go caving, just like you do in UHC. Fourth one, no villager trading. I've never been fond of villager trading. It doesn't interest me, and I also don't think it makes for entertaining video to just kind of like put together a village and breed a bunch of villagers and trade with them over and over and over again to get different items. And so that's not interesting to me, and so that's the reason that we are ruling that out. And finally, and this is one that I really gave a lot of thought to, no beds. No beds is definitely a tough rule. I hate the weather in Minecraft, and it means we won't be able to reset the weather. But at the same time, I like the challenge of it. I like the idea of being in no health regeneration mode and just kind of walking around in the world. And all of a sudden a thunderstorm comes up and there's mobs spawning everywhere. Like, I think that'll be exciting. I think that'll be interesting. It also means I can't reset my spawn point. And so while I definitely like to go exploring and I intend to do a bit of traveling, as you will see in a moment, nevertheless, I want to do it without beds because I think that'll make the game more challenging and more interesting. And so I spent a bit of time thinking about that rule. But those are kind of the restrictive rules I will be imposing on myself. And so that's kind of the ultra hardcore aspect. And then we have the CTM, Complete the Monument aspect, which is here. And so basically I thought up what I wanted to do as, here are the things I want to set for myself as goals to do in this world. And so I came up with this monument. And so the top row, there's a bunch of item frames with the names that you will recognize as the 12 records in the game. And so we're going to try to get all 12 records. And as we get them, we will put them in item frames on the monument. And once we get them all, it will look beautiful. And so that will be the top row of things to get on the monument. Obviously, you can get them by skeletons shooting creepers. And I think maybe now you can also find all of the records inside dungeon chests. And so maybe we'll just get them from dungeon chests. I'm not sure exactly. That'll be one of the things as I discover in 1.6 that we will figure out. Speaking of 1.6 new things, on the bottom of the monument, coal block. You can finally craft 9 pieces of coal into a coal block, is my understanding. And so, much like a kind of like Vex-style victory monument, for this monument for completion, we're going to get one of each of the different type of kind of ore blocks. A coal block, a block of iron, a lapis block, a gold block, a redstone block, an emerald block, a diamond block, and a quartz block will be the first 8 blocks for the monument. And then finally, some things that will definitely ensure that I do all kinds of exploration and the usual kind of gearing up and all the exciting things that are fun to do just to like feel good about your Let's Play world and exploration and tactics. We've got chiseled stone brick, which is the circle stone that you can only find in jungle temples. And it took me many, many episodes going through a number of jungles in exploration and tactics previously to finally find a jungle temple. So I think that'll be hard to come by. Mycelium, you can only find in a mushroom biome, and coupled with no beds, like traveling all the way to a mushroom biome and getting back, you know, with a silk touch pick with mycelium, will definitely be a challenge, and that helps ensure that this is going to be, you know, this isn't something that I'm going to knock out in a week. Like, this is going to be a long-running Let's Play series where I'm going to have to build houses and have all kinds of good inventory and whatnot. The dragon egg. I really want to kill the dragon again. I want to kill it in ultra hardcore and single player. And so that will be good motivation. That's going to be tough to do. And finally, a beacon, which means we're going to have to defeat the Wither, which is also going to be super tough in UHC. But with an unlimited amount of time, you know, over weeks to kind of like build myself up in a Let's Play, I think I should be able to do it. And so when I originally came up with this idea, I was thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. It's like, let's take exploration and tactics and just like crank it up a notch to the next level. People seemed to really enjoy it when I was like fighting on the fringes of the mushroom biome, and there were like tons and tons of mobs in the caves there. And I just like, yeah, I like things that make the game hard in general. And so I'm super excited about that. I was thinking it was going to be an original idea, but then the more I thought about it, I expect that with the new UHC mode, with the new no health regeneration, that a lot of people will end up kind of having similar ideas and will try out their worlds and have goals of killing the dragon and different kinds of things. And so I decided not to make as big a deal of that. But nevertheless, I always like to be original or interesting somehow. And so I was trying to think of something great for this, and I think I have an interesting hook. Something that'll make you want to watch, something that'll get you talking about it offline, and that is this. With UHC, it's ultra hardcore. It's hardcore mode, and if you die, that's it. You delete the world. It's game over. And I've said before, I don't like playing in hardcore mode for any kind of long-running series because, you know, you make one stupid mistake and that's it. And then, you know, you start over, you lose all your progress. It's not, I don't think it's fun. It's not fun for me. Some people, I'm sure, enjoy that. Yeah, the idea of just kind of like losing it all on one little error is not something that I enjoy. But if you don't play it that way, then, ultra hardcore, the whole point of no health regeneration is your health kind of dwindles and goes down and goes down. And if you just die and then respawn and have all your hearts again, it's like, what's the penalty? And so I've seen a number of people do a number of different things for what happens when you die, kind of penalties, throw a diamond block into the lava as a sacrifice, or all kinds of different things kind of grinding in the game. I didn't want to do one of those, but I did want to do something that would motivate me not to die. And so I came up with my own idea for a death penalty, which is, rather than something in the game, something that's in the real world, something live, something exciting, something good and bad at the same time. And so the death penalty will be this. If I die while trying to complete this monument, and I expect I will die a small number of times, because this is going to be tough, especially that one and that one. The dragon egg and the beacon are going to be really tough to get, and I'm sure I'll probably make just some foolish mistake along the way too. Each time I die trying to complete this monument, I will have to make a donation to Child's Play charity in the name of Far Lands or Bust, and I can use Kurt to verify that I'm doing it. And the amount, I had to pick an amount, had to be small enough that I'm not going to go hungry if I die, but large enough that it will be a penalty. I will not want to die. I will not want to simply fall over and give up my hearts in order to respawn and have 10 hearts again. And so, for that, the death penalty in this world is, each time I die, I have to donate $111 to Far Lands or Bust, to Child's Play charity. And obviously the 111 is because I'm Lorgon111 on YouTube, and it was an appropriate sized amount for me, and so that will be unpleasant to have to give money out of my pocket, but at the same time it's going to a good cause. And so it's like, it's great, because if you like me and you want to see me succeed, you can root for me so that I'm trying to do well in this world. If you don't like me, or you just like Dinnerbone and you want the skeletons and the zombies to come and get me, you can root against me and root for the mobs. And if I die, then we have money going to a charity, and it's all for a good cause. Yeah, and so I think that'll make things interesting, and it'll really have me on the edge of my own seat when I'm at low health, or whenever I'm trying to enter the end for the first time, where sometimes you spawn away from the island and the dragon just knocks you into the void before you get a chance to do anything. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. So this will be the Exploration and Tactics Minecraft 1.6 Lorgon111 challenge, whatever. We're going to start a new world, and we're going to play it Let's Play style, with these restrictions, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you guys are as well. I've been rambling for long enough, so I will say I hope you guys are having a great day, and next time you see me for Exploration and Tactics, we'll be starting a new world in creative mode. I'll go and quickly, off camera, build one of these monuments somewhere near the spawn point of the world, which will be my spawn point forever since there's no beds, and then we will get started. Hope you guys are having a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.